What? No, I can't. I can't talk. I got to do it. I got to. Oh, hi. Oh, sorry. That's how embarrassing. Let's begin. Bienvenue. Now I'm just desperate for things to start the show with. I'm now using puppets in French. That is the bottom of the barrel. My name is Tom Britton. I'm a theater performer here in Chicago, and wellattended.com/blog asked me to sort of answer some questions about marketing that people send in. I'm going to try and do a few and try and knock some out. I've been doing longer form for the first couple of episodes. I think maybe some quick bits would be kind of nice, especially for the YouTubes. You can sweep through the YouTubes. The YouTubes the kids are using, you know. So these are questions that William takes on wellattended.com/blog. Do they pay you? Do you split a ticket? Do you rent the venue? Which way do you like best? So what we're talking here is 4-walling, 2-walling, or booking. I've done all three. Lately I've been doing a lot of 2-walling. So the difference, a booking is, you give me X amount of dollars. I come perform at your theater. You sell tickets. Hopefully you make as much or more than you paid me. That's it. So you pay me $100. I'm not that cheap. You sell $100 at 100 tickets at $1 a piece. You're not that cheap. But now you've broken even. So you didn't make anything, right? So hopefully you sell 100 tickets at $2 each. You make 100, I make 100. But you took the risk. You booked me. I just showed up, cashed my check. 4-walling, I take the risk. So now you're my client. You're the theater owner in this example. So I come to you. I give you $100. Then I go sell my tickets for hopefully $500, and I make $400 in profit. So that's pretty simple to understand. 4-wall, 2-wall. 4-wall booking. 2-wall is in the middle, so we split. Lately, I've been doing a lot of 2-walls, but that's because they've been contacting me. A 2-wall is where I come do a show, you've paid me nothing, I've paid you nothing. We do the show at the end of the night, there's a pile of money, hopefully it piles. We then split it, 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, whatever. We negotiate that. I've been doing a lot of 50-50 2-walls, but that's because theaters have been contacting me for late night programming. And there aren't a lot of people in that market. And to be honest, if you're contacting me, you've really shifted the power dynamic of negotiations. So it'll be hard for you to contact me and say, hey, Tom, do you want to give me money to come perform in my theater? When you're contacting me, you're either, I assume, to book me, which happens less often. With the Danger Circus Company, it happens a lot. With my production company, it doesn't. Or we're going to 2-wall something because I'm there to solve a problem you have. You have a theater that's empty at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at night. No one wants it. You can't rent the place. You can't give it away. So you come to me and you hope to negotiate a good percentage, and then I come do shows and everyone's happy. You see it as free money. Which way do I like best? I mean, booking is easier, but there's something to be said for let me give you $100 and go make $1,000. That's a nice thing to do. If I have confidence in a show, I'd love to rent your venue, turn you into my client. So now I'm your customer. So you're, yes, Mr. Britton. Certainly, Mr. Britton. Right away, sir. What can we do for you? It's a different dynamic in the power shift, but I like arriving at a theater that's there to serve me, and then I serve the audience. That's how the customer dynamic plays through. So it depends. Depends on the mood I'm in and the show I'm producing. How far out do you start marketing your show? When you pick the name, you pick a name that has a good domain, that has a Twitter available. If I pick a name someone else already has online, and now that's the whole world. That wasn't a problem in the 90s or the 80s. If it wasn't in your neighborhood, who cares they have the same name? No one's ever going to hear it. But now we need that Twitter handle. So I would say in the writing process, absolutely. If your name happens to be David Copperfield or Penn Jillette, you might want to change your name when you go into show business. You don't want to be Patty LaPone. No, the other Patty LaPone. That's a problem. So you might start marketing yourself right out of the gate. More realistically on a timetable, I like to send a press release more than once because we aren't hard news. Journalists will sit on these stories. So they will get a press release, but the next day our president bombs Turkmenistan. Heaven forbid. Poor Turkmenistan. So we get pushed. We're not going to get any page space that day. Then the next week, Turkmenistan retaliates on Poland. Again, I'm not trying to start a war here, guys. Let's all be friends. But I'm not getting space then. So if I sent that press release just before the Turkmenistan-Poland thing, that's it. That was my spot. Now my show's running and it's harder. So if I give it 3 weeks in advance, it's possible I'll do an interview right then, the next day, and then that reporter and their editor, I'm not sure what their process is, can then hold on to that piece until there is a slow news day and drop it in, which is good for me for two reasons. One, I get in the paper, but also consider what I just said. It was a slow news day. So you might skip through the not so dense first few pages to get to the art section because you don't feel exhausted by, oh, this war with Turkmenistan and Poland that Tom made up. Why would he do that? You instead just skip to the arts and leisure page and go, oh, look, a nice little show. I might come see that. So I would say give yourself at least 3 weeks. Work on a longer timetable if you can. But now when we say start marketing my show, it ramps up. So 3 weeks out, a press release, maybe a little hint on Facebook, maybe, for people who really follow what I do and want to come see it. Maybe then early bird tickets go on sale 2 weeks in advance. I don't care how early I sell tickets. I sell the bulk of my tickets a week before a show. I just don't have an audience that buys tickets 8 months in. Even if they sell out, my audience doesn't adjust. They don't start buying tickets 8 months in advance. They just let the show sell out and they miss it. So I'm not going to fight that. It's fine. That's my demographic or whatever. So about 10 days out is when I really get serious. And that's when I'm trying to do those 7 touches, which is a thing we may cover later in the series. But the idea, I need to ask you to buy tickets 7 times, and I can't just say buy tickets. That's annoying. I have to find 7 ways to let you know. 5 is another one I've heard. But whatever, pick a number between these 2 hands. I need to find some way to let you know that tickets are on sale. And I can do that with blog posts. I can do that with being on podcasts, recording things like this is helpful, Twitter, etc. But I need to find 7 ways to ask you subtly, politely, if you want to come see the show. Because I don't want to bother you if you don't want to come see it. It may not be a judgment on me. You may not like Romeo and Juliet. You just don't like Shakespeare. No problem. I want to find a clever way, an entertaining way to ask you 7 times, are you sure you don't like Romeo and Juliet? Okay, fine. All right, no big deal. I'll catch you next time. That's something you should keep in mind with your marketing. So if you're not very good at it yet, give yourself longer because you need to develop your bag of tricks to get your 7 touches. Maybe go for 5 the first time. And so you may want to go on a month out, maybe a month and a half out. How many different marketing channels do you use and which have given you results? So I kind of covered that then. I find marketing channels, no, hand them postcards. Print postcards, print flyers. The cheap ones work almost as well as the nice full-color cardstock ones I've had printed. Pass them out at bus stations, pass them out at coffee shops, hand them to people. You can do a mailing list, but don't get too connected to social media. It's an easy sell, and it's easy for fake gurus like me to sell you that horse crap. But there's power in wearing out your sneakers. There's power in saying, please come see my show. Here's a flyer. Would you please come see my show? That's important. That's a human connection. It's harder work. Yes, you might have to work hard to have success. Hopefully that's not a revelation. But different marketing channels, do try them all. Don't take what I just said and go, well, then I don't do Facebook. No, you do Facebook. You do Twitter. You do Instagram. You let the customer choose their access point to you. Some people want to find out what I'm doing through Instagram. They don't like Facebook. Some people want to follow me on Twitter, and I do that. I follow, say, the White Stripes on Twitter. I don't follow them on Facebook because I want the spam, which we call bacon, spam you want. I want to know when the White Stripes are coming to town. Absolutely. I want their 5 to 7 touches, right? I want them to be telling me that we're coming to Chicago. Get ready for Chicago. Tickets are on sale for Chicago. Tickets are almost sold out for Chicago. By the way, it's a bad marketing scheme I just described. Be a little more clever. But I do want those touches from the White Stripes. I don't want them on Facebook. So they have both. I have both, and I have Instagram, etc. So you should as well. Use all your marketing channels. The most effective way to fill seats, okay, I honestly believe it is reputation. It is the grind. Keep doing shows. Don't stop doing shows. Do good work. That attracts people. Then go out in the real world. Dress up. Why? This is YouTube. Why do I have a tie on? Because it matters to me. I want to try hard, right? I would, something like this, depends on the show, the costume, but the makeup, the whole, do it. Do it. Work hard. Print flyers. Write them yourself. Punk rock bands had success, 45 people in a punk rock bar, but they wrote them on crayon on a piece of paper. That could be very cute. Handwritten flyer, ma'am. Handwritten flyer, sir. Please come see our handmade show. You can find a way to pitch this. The most effective way to fill seats is that one-to-one touch. It's very powerful for me. I tend to do it near the venue and then near where my demo would be. So if I think it's a college kind of show, I go pitch it to colleges. If it's not, it's sort of random. When you bring your show to a new city, how long does it take for it to sell out? Sell out and sell well to me are the same thing. If I have a show that is selling well, turning a profit, I'm doing okay, it's as good as sold out. And if you've ever had a full house, not sold out, a good house, I can't tell the difference. When I'm standing on stage and the show is 75% sold, that feels the same to me as 100% or 110% sold. So it doesn't affect my performance or my energy, and it doesn't really affect my pocketbook. An extra few $100s is not really going to make a difference in my lifestyle. So sold out and sold well to me are the same thing. It takes about 2 runs on average, runs though. So the first run, I might lose money over that 6 weeks. It's an investment. So when I can come back to that city for the second run, I tend to barely turn a profit. So I need to have something else going on. I need to have come off a couple of college shows where they're booking me, or I call it breaking a city. I've already broke a city, so I've already made this investment in, say, Cleveland. So then I go to Cleveland, I do my shows, I make money because I've already paid Cleveland a while ago. Then I go to Cincinnati where I'm breaking the new city. I do 6 weeks, I don't make any money. I go back next year, I do Cleveland, then I do a couple of colleges, then I do Cincinnati again, and now I almost break even. The third time, I can have more confidence, do maybe 1 college, Cincinnati, make money. Now what am I breaking next? It's always that next investment. So you always need to have 6 to 8 weeks of rent in a theater, $6,000 to $8,000 for the average. Well, maybe that market I picked, Cincinnati and Cleveland, maybe a little cheaper. In Chicago, it's $6,000 to $8,000. Plus your hotel, plus your travel, plus your loss of time, plus you're earning no money. Do you like to eat? Add that in. These can be kind of difficult. Last one. What kind of promotional videos will get you booked? Should it be your entire show, clips, or both? Both. People are very, very afraid to put a bulk of their act online. And I understand. I've had stuff completely ripped off from me. It's completely stolen from. Absolutely. It's a concern. But I put a 20-minute video on YouTube. You can find it on this channel. 20-minute video of me doing my fire eating piece, which is a 30-minute piece. I do long-form pieces. I'm a theater performer. I'm a monologist. I'm not a trick performer. I'm there to tell you a story during which I'll do some tricks. So it's long-winded. It's a story show. I'm Spalding Gray. I want to be anyway. I put that online. It's got 26,000 views. That's not a lot compared to Gangnam Style. But man, am I old. I don't even know the name of that video anymore. That one. You know, the guy dancing around like a horsey. That one. But that's a lot of views from my channel. And so my point is it didn't slow me down. I've got shorter videos that didn't have the votes, didn't have the likes, didn't have the views. So clearly it's me, not the length, that's doing it, right? So don't be afraid. Maybe 20 minutes is extreme, but if I'm booking you, and I don't do this, so I don't really know the answer from that end. If I were booking you, though, I wouldn't want to see your clippity clips. Anyone can look good for 3 minutes and clippity. No, you need to show me your act. And if you don't show me all of it, show me enough of it. I need to see your presence on stage, finding your light, moving around, dealing with people. Especially in the variety arts, when you bring on audience members, they pick a card. I need to see you. I need to see you performing. So short clips in the beginning, moving to longer form is the traditional style of promo video. But never stop working on that. Never stop working on your promo video. Never stop working on your website. Never stop refining that stuff. That is a lifelong endeavor you can always be working towards. Now you can do more than 1 clip because it is possible. I've had this happen, particularly colleges, where they go through the clips. So they watch the short form video, then they watch the longer, then they watch 10 minutes of that 20-minute piece, and then they either know they don't want it, which is just as effective. Don't book me if you aren't going to enjoy the show. Or a better result for everyone is they go, yes, this is exactly what I was hoping it would be. I would like to have this gentleman perform at my theater or on my campus or whatever. So I would say you need a mixture of both, but that's me. If you really can't put longer form up there because you're just so scared, you can use an unlisted option on YouTube, and we've done that. We have a bootleg. We made it with a GoPro. We called it a bootleg of our full show. We don't want that online, but we do occasionally send it to booking agents because they want to see the show. And here it is on a GoPro. You know, you don't have the best angle, but you can tell what's going on. More importantly, you can hear the audience reacting to us and get an idea of what the show should be. Before you, in this case, if I'm going to send you that link, it's because you're spending a lot of money to fly us out, to fly our freight out, and to have us at your theater for 6 to 8 weeks. So you're going to spend $15,000 to $18,000 just for that part, not including lodging, promotions, etc. You're hoping to make real money. So you are spending some cash on us. So I want you to know exactly what you're getting. That way, if it doesn't work out, you don't feel taken advantage of. You feel like, well, that was unfortunate. It didn't work out. Not, hey, look, a whole different show in their clippity clip video. This was very long form and theatrical. I don't want that. I want you to know what you're getting. Okay, that's enough questions for now. I'm going to cut it off here. We'll continue. I like this short form, so I think I'm going to do both. I'm going to make short form and long form. So on behalf of wellattended.com/blog and the Danger Circus Company, my name is Tom Britton. See you next time. Bye.